So last class we have derived the dimensional formula for some important physical quantities, and they were velocity, acceleration, force, pressure. We have done these things. Work or energy, we have done this, right? Now let us derive the dimensional formula for power. So how do you define dimensional formula for power? How will you get that dimensional formula? So you have to write a relation. You have to write a relation of power with some other physical quantity where you know the dimensional formula. Like I can write this as work by time. I know the dimensional formula for work. I know the dimensional formula for time. So let us write dimensional formula for work. What is dimensional formula for work? But chalo, just now we have figured out ML2 T inverse 2. As I have told you, if you don't write this bracket conventionally, this is wrong. If I don't write the bracket conventionally, this is wrong. Okay? But just to avoid the inconvenience that it causes every time, I'm not writing this. Okay? Knowingly that this is not correct, I'm writing the dimensional formula without the bracket. Okay? If somebody asks you to write the dimensional formula, then you should use the bracket, square bracket. But here I'm not using it just to avoid the inconvenience. That's it. Otherwise, it will be conventionally wrong, because convention hamara kya hai? You have to use this square bracket to explain the dimensional formula. Okay, so divided by, what is the dimensional formula for time? That is T. So the answer would be ML2 T inverse 3. Yes, Tarak. Yes, Vinayak, now I'm feeling well. Thank you for asking. Chalo, आगे बात करते हैं. So, yeah, pressure we derived, force we derived, yeah, power we derived. Now let's move on to pressure and stress. See, the dimensional formula for pressure and stress, they will have the same dimensional formula. So let me write here only pressure and stress, force by area. I'll come to that, Ritika. I'll come to that. Don't worry. I'll come to that part. Chalo, so now let us move on to और क्या बचा? Torque. Tell me what will be the dimensional formula for torque. So I should know the relation, right, between torque and some of the and some quantities for which I know the dimensional formula. So torque is defined as, however, I'll give you a very basic mathematical formula, but that is not the exact correct answer. Okay, but you can relate the torque with some of the physical quantity in that way. So torque can be written as force into arm length. You might have studied this, not in detail, but you might have known this formula, that torque is what? Force into arm length. You will understand, you'll learn this torque quantity in 7th chapter. Okay? In rotational dynamics, you learn what is torque now. Okay? Now let us find out what will be the dimensional formula. So what is dimensional formula for force? ML T inverse 2. What is dimensional formula for length? L. Okay? So what is the answer then? ML2 T inverse 2. Okay? Good. Next, tell me what is the dimensional formula for momentum? What is the dimensional formula for momentum? Chalo, jaldi batao, what is the dimensional formula for momentum? Momentum kya hota hai? Product of mass and velocity, right? So product of mass and velocity, so I'll write mass into velocity. So what is mass? How do you represent mass? The mass is m. Velocity LT inverse 1, meter per second. So L T inverse 1. So MLT inverse 1 is what? Momentum. Now tell me what will be the dimensional formula for angular momentum. You might not have heard this, but what is the dimensional formula for angular momentum? So angular momentum is again momentum into arm length. Okay? So please just remember these things. You'll study angular momentum in 7th chapter into arm length. Okay. Now what is momentum? Just now we figured out that ML T inverse 1. Now what is arm length? L. What is the answer then? ML2 T inverse 1. Right, guys? So if you don't remember this, you have to remember at least this formula. Or if you don't want to remember this, no problem, just remember this. What is the angular momentum? What is the dimensional formula for angular momentum? Okay, fine. So, आगे बात करते हैं. Now tell me what is the dimensional formula for impulse? So what is impulse? Impulse is nothing but, you can define impulse as force into time. But this is not the exact answer. This is not the exact definition. But just to derive the dimensional formula, I'm using simple relations. The force into time is what? Impulse. So what will be the dimensional formula for force? ml t inverse 2 into time. So t. The correct answer क्या मिलेगा? That will be ml t inverse 1. Alright guys, very good, very good. As you can see, the dimensional formula for impulse and momentum, they are same. No, impulse is not momentum. I'll write one note here. Don't worry. Impulse is not momentum. Change in momentum is impulse. Because of impulsive force, because of an impulse, you can change the momentum. You learn this in impulse momentum theorem P5, 5th chapter. Okay, where you learn that how can you change momentum of a body? So by giving an impulse. So for a shorter period of time, for a time period, when you apply a force, the velocity of the body will change. And if velocity of the body will change, momentum will change. So how can you change the momentum? By using an impulse. So what will be the impulse? So change in momentum is impulse. That is why you're getting the dimensional formula for momentum and impulse as same. Because change in momentum is impulse. If somebody asks you, is impulse and momentum same quantity? No. They are completely different physical quantities. However, they have the same dimensional formula. I'll let you know one note. Chalo, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now let us move on to chalo. So let us move on to some proportionality constant term. ठीक है? Let us start with gravitational constant. Or before going to that, let us derive the dimensional formula for specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity. चलो जल्दी से बताओ. So last class we have talked about this. What is specific heat capacity, right? तो बताइए, what is specific heat capacity? कैसे करेंगे? So last class we have talked about this. What was the basic formula for specific heat capacity? Shamant, हम लोग स्ट्रिंग बताएंगे. Don't worry. I'll teach you those things. Yeah. Q will be equal to mc delta T. So if you are having a body and temperature of this changes from T1 to T2, if mass of this is m and specific heat is c, so we write heat transfer through this body is m into c into delta T. That means delta T is change in temperature. Okay, so we'll use that formula. So Q is equal to mc into delta T. So what will be the value of c then? C will be equal to Q divided by m delta T. What is Q? Q is heat. And heat is nothing but a form of energy. So the dimensional formula for heat will be that of energy. Small m is the mass. What is delta T? Bachalo? Temperature difference. So temperature difference will have dimension of temperature. Change in length will have a dimension of length. Change in velocity will have dimension of velocity. Change in force will have dimension of force. Similarly, change in temperature will have dimension of temperature. चलो बात करते हैं. तो Q का क्या लिखेंगे? So dimensional formula will be Q will be what? ml 2 T inverse 2 because energy है divided by. What is dimensional formula of small m? So capital M. Delta T, I told you either use capital K or theta. ठीक है? I'm using capital K. Alright guys, चलो solve करेंगे. क्या मिलेगा? M and M will get cancel. ठीक है? तो क्या मिलेगा formula में? Answer will be L2 T inverse 2 K inverse 1. ठीक है? So can I say dimension of M in specific heat capacity is let 2. क्या है? Let 2. So here it does not depend on that mass. Clear है? So this specific heat capacity does not depend on mass M. चलो आगे बात करते हैं. फिर next. So अभी बात करेंगे हम लोग universal gas constant. Universal gas constant. Tell me what will be the unit of universal gas constant? Last class we have discussed that PV is equal to nRT. So R will be equal to PV divided by NT. P is the pressure, V is the volume, N is the number of mole, and T is the temperature. Tell me what is the dimensional formula for P? Last class we have discussed. What is dimensional formula for P? If you don't remember the basic relation. That means force per unit area is the pressure. Got it? So force क्या होता है? mLT inverse 2 divided by area. Area is L2. तो क्या हो जाएगा? mL inverse 1 inverse 2. So dimensional formula can be written as m L inverse 1 T inverse 2 is the dimensional formula for pressure into what is dimensional formula for volume? One guys, volume क्या मिलेगा? If I talk about volume of a cube, a cube, got it? A cube, तो length का cube, और any volume, volume of a sphere 4/3 pi r cube, or volume of a cuboid L B H. L is also length, B is also length, H is also length, तो length का cube L cube, ठीक है? चलो divided by N is what? Mole, so I write MOL. Got it? Now here you can see if I write just MOL and if I don't put it in bracket, then it might like give a different feeling. पता नहीं क्या है, ठीक है? So what is T here? Temperature. So dimensional formula for temperature will be capital K. Now write the answer finally. क्या लिखेंगे? ML2 T inverse 2 mole inverse 1 K inverse 1. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? So this will be the dimensional formula for universal gas constant. ML2 T inverse 2 mole inverse 1 Kelvin inverse 1. ठीक है? Don't say mole inverse minus 1 and Kelvin inverse minus 1. That will be completely wrong. दो बार हो जाएगा फिर. चलो आगे बात करते हैं. Next, universal gas constant हो गया. Now tell me, what will be the dimensional formula for universal gravitational constant? चलो जल्दी से बताएंगे. How do we represent that? Capital G. ये क्या होता है? This is not capital G. हाँ ठीक है. Tell me, how will you give the dimensional formula for universal gravitational constant? Yes, बच्चा, I told you, Vikas. Why are you asking me the same formula? Same thing like again and again. Universal gravitational constant क्या होता है? Universal gravitational constant का मतलब क्या है? F is equal to G into m1 m2 by r square. This constant is called as universal gravitational constant, right? So we say force is directly proportional to m1 m2 and inversely proportional to 1 by r square. And then we get rid of this proportionality sign. We say F can be written as capital G into m1 m2 divided by r square. Here this G is called as universal gravitational constant, right? चलो इसको erase करता हूँ and final answer उधर लिखेंगे हम लोग. You must have studied in gravitation standard 9. F is equal to capital G m1 m2 by r square. We'll study this gravitation chapter in 8. Like we'll study this gravitation in 8th chapter of physics, first PU physics. ठीक है? So G can be written as F into r square divided by m1 m2. चलो इसका फिर dimensional formula लिखते हैं. So what will be the dimensional formula for G? F is having m L T inverse 2 as the dimensional formula. R square is L square divided by m1 m2 m2 m square. फंस गया ऋतिका, kg नहीं लिखते हैं. I'm not talking about the unit. I'm talking about the dimensional formula. ठीक है? So dimensional formula will always be expressed in terms of m L T theta a k. Got it? तो इन सब में लिखेंगे हम लोग. So if you simplify this, you'll get m inverse 1 L3 T inverse 2. Yeah, this is very important. There have been so many instances where dimensional formula for this quantity has been asked. So याद करके रखना इसको. Okay? If you can remember it, good to go. Very good. Keep it up. If you can't remember it, just remember this term or just remember this formula. ठीक है? Once you know this formula, now here you have to remember the dimensional formula for F. If you don't remember the dimensional formula for F, तब problem हो जाएगा. बच्चा अभी नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं gravitation यार. Do you want to check me or what? 6.67 into 10 to the power 11. ठीक है? But आपको नहीं पढ़ना है. बोले wait करो ना, मैं सब पढ़ाऊंगा. When a chapter will be over, you will never find कि कुछ मैंने नहीं बताया है. And if I have not told you that, believe me, that is not relevant for you guys. So please don't ask me those things now. अभी तू पूछेगी मेरे से, sir, what is specific heat capacity of water? What is specific heat capacity of metal iron? What is specific heat capacity of ice? What is specific heat capacity of steam? Do you want to know all those things? Are we talking about those things right now? No. We are talking about dimensional formula. So stick to that. बाकी चीजें हम पढ़ेंगे बाद में. Okay? Because Thamba, you are just asking so many relevant questions. Just Thamba. Don't ask any question to me unless I complete this. Please don't ask any question to me unless I complete this. ठीक है, आई टोल्ड यू क्या करेंगे क्या नहीं करेंगे, पता नहीं तुम लोग क्या कोई ऐसे पीछे आके चीटी काट रहा है, कैसे ओ चीटी काट रहा है, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, जस्ट वेट फॉर अ मिनट ना, खत्म तो करने दे, समझ में आएगा तुझे क्या मिलेगा, व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू गेट फ्रॉम डायमेंशनल फार्मूला, यू आर गोइंग टू गेट +4 मार्क इन योर JEE main or in your NEET examination. Apart from that, there's so many things that you'll understand. Don't worry. Just wait for a minute. पहले करने दो दे मेरे को. So universal gravitational constant मिल गया मुझे ये. अच्छा. This formula, as I told you, this is very very important. Please remember this. Okay. Now let us move on to next physical quantity, and that is, guys, I request you not to ask any such questions कि क्या मिलेगा क्या नहीं मिलेगा in the middle, like in the middle of anything. ठीक है, let me complete first few things यार. अभी this is the third class, बहुत सारी classes होंगी. So yeah, so अभी इसके बाद क्या करेंगे हम लोग, Young's modulus. Now you must have heard this name for the first time, right? Young's modulus. Young's modulus क्या है? This is one of the modulus of rigidity. So in 9th chapter, Young's modulus will be taught to you. Hooke's law will be taught to you. क्या कौन सा law? Hooke's law. Hooke मतलब ये वाला Hooke नहीं, Hooke's law. There was a physicist who have given a law. ठीक है? तो Hooke's law suggests that stress will be directly proportional to strain. What is sigma? Here this is what? Stress. Let me write that, otherwise you might get confused. So stress will be directly proportional to strain. Okay? So to get rid of this proportionality sign, we write stress will be equal to Young's modulus y into strain. ठीक है, correct? अच्छा, अब बताओ देखो, to get the dimensional formula for y, I need to get dimensional formula for strain and stress. What is dimensional formula for stress? Same as that of pressure, mL inverse 1 T inverse 2. What about dimensional formula for strain? तो strain क्या होता है बच्चा लोग? तो we write strain is nothing but change in configuration. क्या लिखते हैं? Change in configuration divided by original configuration. Original configuration. ठीक है? If you talk about longitudinal strain, then the configuration that you're talking about is length. So we define strain as change in length divided by original length. So tell me, what will be the dimensional formula for change in length here? Length L. What will be the dimensional formula for original length here? L. तो क्या लिखेंगे बच्चा लोग? M0, L0, T0. कुछ भी नहीं है, no dimension. So I can say no dimension. So this strain has no dimension. ठीक है? It is what? Dimensionless quantity. This strain is what? Dimensionless quantity. So tell me now, what will be the value of, or what will be the dimensional formula for Young's modulus? So can I say that Young's modulus y can be written as sigma by epsilon. ठीक है? Sigma is the stress, epsilon is the strain. So can I say, if this is not having any dimension, so y will have the dimension of stress, and what is the dimensional formula for stress? That is mL inverse 1 T inverse 2. So dimensional formula for all the modulus of rigidity will be equal to the dimensional formula for stress. ठीक है? Because strain का कोई भी dimensional formula नहीं होता है. तो यहाँ पे आप लिख लीजिएगा. So dimensional formula of stress, pressure, and all the moduli of elasticity. So dimensional formula for stress, pressure, and the moduli of elasticity is same. ठीक है? मॉडुलस मतलब मैंने प्लूरल बोला है, तो कौन कौन सा होता है? यंग्स मॉडुलस होता है, बल्क मॉडुलस होता है, आप पढ़ोगे सारी चीजें. ठीक है? See, one of the boring thing, or you can say that the irrelevant thing that might come across your mind in this chapter is, there are so many things that you have not studied at all, and they will be asked. ठीक है? Like you have not studied, you have not been taught what is Young's modulus, what is specific heat, what is stress, what is strain. You don't know, right? You just know the basic meaning, the basic definition that I have given. Apart from that, you don't know anything about it, right? So this is one of the boring thing about this chapter. But what you have to do, you have to just go through the standard thing. Whatever I'm writing, just remember the dimensional formula for those things, remember the basic formula for those things. That's it. Once these chapters, these properties, these parameters will be taught to you, everything will be crystal clear. Okay? So what you have to do, whatever the physical quantities that I'm discussing here, just try to focus on that. That's it. Apart from that, there are thousands, millions of physical quantities that you have to study. One can ask you, if you refer different book, you might be asked what is dimensional formula for electric flux or electromagnetic flux, magnetic field, magnetic moment. In that case, you'll say, sir, you have not taught us. I have not taught you so many things. But thing is, you have not studied those things, so I have not taught you. Okay? And it's actually impossible to give you the dimensional formula for all the physical quantities, because you will get confused at the end. You will think, sir, how can we remember these many formulas? How can we remember these many physical quantities? This is so confusing. That is why I am going for the dimensional formula for some standard physical quantities. Okay? And if one asks you what will be the dimensional formula for a quantity for which you don't know, so in the question, the relations has to be given. Because if that question is being asked to a Q1 guy or standard 11th guy, then he must know the relation, because he might not have studied those things in detail. So if such kind of question will be asked to you, you will be given the relation. If I ask you what is the dimensional formula for electric flux as a question, then I have to give you what is electric flux. I have to give you the basic idea of electric flux. Got it? So you don't don't worry about these things. Sir, मुझे ये सारी चीजें नहीं पता, how to deal with that. Don't worry. In final examination, when you're going to give the final examination, you will know all those things. Even in the test, if you're writing the test of this chapter, if you are going to ask you some dimensional formula for some physical quantity that you might not know, the basic relation will be given to you. Okay? But there are a few standard things that you should understand. इन सारी चीजों को आपको समझना होगा, बेसिक समझना होगा आपको. ठीक है? चलो आगे बात करते हैं now. So yeah, dimensional formula for stress, pressure and all the moduli of elasticity is what? C. अब बात करते हैं हम लोग दूसरे एक कांस्टेंट की, जिसको कहते हैं Planck's constant. Tell me, how many of you have heard this constant? What is Planck's constant? Have you studied this? Guys, click yes or no. In chemistry, yes. Okay? In physics also we studied this. Okay? So what is Planck's constant? In physics, I'll teach you Einstein energy equation in 12th chapter. In 12th, in TU2. Those who have not heard of this, don't worry. सबके साथ होता. मैंने भी जब पढ़ा था तो मुझे पता नहीं क्या Planck's constant कह रहे हो, 6 point something into 10 to the minus 34 क्या चल रहा है. ठीक है? So don't worry about those things, values and all. Just think about what is Planck's constant. So in PU2, in modern physics, in photoelectricity, I'll teach you energy in Einstein's energy equation, and that says that energy of a radiation, क्या होता है बच्चा लोग? Energy of a radiation is directly proportional to frequency. And then we get rid of this proportionality sign and we introduce the constant. And we call that E is equal to H. I will represent this frequency as F. However, you might see this frequency as written like this. ऐसा. This is called as nu. So क्या बोलते हैं बच्चा लोग? Nu. Not mu. Mu is this one. This is called as nu. Okay? But this is the first time you might have been seeing this, so I'm not going to write that nu. I'll just write F. Frequency का F. Yes, because I'm least bothered about the value of H. चलो. तो E is equal to H by F. H क्या होगा बच्चा लोग? H will be written as E by F. Now your question might be, sir, I know the dimensional formula for E, but what is dimensional formula for frequency? Guys, tell me, what will be the dimensional formula for frequency? चलो जल्दी से बताओ. What will be the dimensional formula for frequency? How many of you know the basic meaning of frequency or the formula for frequency? 1 by S, matlab per second, that is the unit, and that is also not the exact unit. 1 by T, meter per second. Illa. See, you might have used this term in your real life so many times. How frequent you are changing your mind? How frequent this bus goes from here to, like how frequent, or what is the frequency of bus in this route? ऐसा बोलते हैं हम लोग. What is the frequency of bus number, let's say 101 in this route? How frequent do you want to go to your school? Or how frequent, or you can say that the politicians change their mind. मतलब क्या बताता है वो कि कितना जल्दी जल्दी, मतलब एक बार कितनी बार आप काम करते हो एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम में, राइट? सो इफ यू टॉक अबाउट फ्रीक्वेंसी, तो फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या होता है इन टर्म्स ऑफ ऑसिलेशन। ऑसिलेशन क्या है? टू एंड फ्रो मोशन। और इन टर्म्स ऑफ पीरियोडिक मोशन, हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ ऑसिलेशन that a particle can do in 1 second. That means how many number of one complete motion will be done in 1 second. ठीक है? Yes. So what is frequency? Number of oscillations in 1 second. So number of oscillation per unit time. तो ऐसे लिख देता हूं मैं. Correct guys? No, work done per second is not frequency. Work done per second is power. ठीक है? Don't get confused. या अथर्व, you can write that. So frequency क्या रहेगा? Number of oscillation per unit time. Tell me what will be the dimensional formula for number? 1, 2, 3, 1000, 4000, 5000. What will be the dimensional formula for 1000? Nothing. Any number, 1, 2 lakh, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5, 7, कुछ भी रहे. They are dimensionless quantity. Do they depend on any of the fundamental quantities? मैंने बोला I have one pen, this one number. Does it depend whether I'm talking about mass or velocity or time or anything? It does not depend on any of the fundamental physical quantity, right? So can I say that dimensional formula for any of the number, any number you say, that is what? There are not many dimensional formula. Now tell me what is the dimensional formula for time now here? So can I say dimensional formula for time will be T inverse 1. क्या मिलेगा बच्चा लोग? T inverse 1. I use this. Now tell me what should be the dimensional formula for H. Tell me what should be the dimensional formula for H. H will have T inverse 1. So I'll write ml2 T inverse 2 divided by F क्या है बच्चा लोग? T inverse 1. तो when it will go to the numerator, कितना मिलेगा उधर जाके? +1 हो जाएगा, right? 1 by T, ऊपर जाएगा T मिलेगा, तो करेक्ट आंसर क्या मिलेगा इधर? ml2 T inverse 1. So this is the dimensional formula for. Are you sure, Vikas? Check करो आंसर अपना. So dimensional formula for Planck's constant will be ml2 T inverse 1, not -3. Guys, click yes if you have understood these things. Please click yes. चलो बहुत बढ़िया. आगे बात करते हैं. तो फ्रीक्वेंसी का समझ में आ गया, डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला, प्लैंक्स कांस्टेंट डन है. नाउ टेल मी, चलो अब शुरू करते हैं. स्ट्रेन का हो गया, so आप आगे बात करते हैं. There's so many other fundamental quantities also. We'll deal with them with the help of some questions. ठीक है? Let us move on to some other छोटा physical quantity. Angle or angular displacement. Tell me what will be the dimensional formula for angular displacement. Come on guys. Tell me what will be the dimensional formula for angular displacement. जल्दी से बताओ. L T inverse 1 L. अच्छा, how do you give angular displacement? If I ask you to explain angular displacement, or let us say a particle has moved from, let me draw a circle here. This is the particle here, initially point P. Initially. Finally, this particle has moved to this point. Tell me, how do you represent the angular displacement? Displacement is nothing but the length, linear length, right? But what is angular displacement? So angular displacement is written, is expressed in terms of angle. कैसे बोलेंगे? So what is the angle that it has traveled, by which it has moved to this angle, theta. Theta is called as the angular displacement. ठीक है? So किसमें define करते हैं angular displacement को हम लोग? In terms of theta, in terms of angle. Now tell me what will be the dimensional formula for angle then? Tell me what will be the dimensional formula for angle? गलत है कीर्तन, गलत है. Nobody has given the correct answer. Nothing, मतलब zero, no dimension. So it is nothing but the angle. Why do I say that? Reason बहुत simple है. How do you represent? How do you define an angle? How do you define an angle? ये ऐसे कुछ बनाते हो आप लोग? If this is theta, we say theta is equal to, if the length is L, radius is R, we say L by R. Alright guys, theta कैसे define करते हो? Theta is what? L by R. So what is dimension of L? That is length of the arc, L. What is dimension of R? Radius is also length. That is what? L by L kitna ho gaya? No dimension. So this is what? Dimensionless. Does it mean that it does not have any unit? No. A physical quantity can have unit but no dimensions. हो सकता है, दिख गया आपको, समझ में आया सबको? Angular dimension has a unit. What is the unit of angular displacement? What is the unit of angular displacement? Radian, right? SI unit of angular displacement is what? Radian. But what is the dimensional formula for this? No dimension. Okay? So please ऐसा मत समझना कि if a physical quantity will have a unit, it should also have a dimensional formula. It is not like that. कोई relation नहीं है. चलो आगे बात करते हैं. Now tell me what will be the dimensional formula for angular velocity? What will be the dimensional formula for angular velocity? Tell me guys, what will be the dimensional formula for angular velocity? No, radian per second तो हो जाएगा वहां उसका unit ना. I'm not asking you the unit. I'm asking you the dimensional formula. Yes, T inverse 1. ठीक है? Because what is angular velocity? As we define linear velocity. Linear velocity क्या होता है? Displacement by time. Similarly, angular velocity is angular displacement. सब डिटेल में पढ़ोगे, don't worry. Angular displacement by time. What is dimensional formula of angular displacement? No dimension. तो क्या मिलेगा यहाँ पर dimensional formula इसका? Only T inverse 1. One more thing. Now, so tell me, angular velocity is also having dimension of T inverse 1. Frequency is also having dimension of T inverse 1. Are they same physical quantity? No. ठीक है? तो ध्यान रखना. और भी कुछ एक नोट लिखाऊंगा finally. Now tell me what will be the dimensional formula for angular acceleration? Come on guys, give me the correct answer. What will be the dimensional formula for angular acceleration? So angular velocity by time, फिर L ले आया, फिर गलत हो गया. Angular velocity by time is angular acceleration. And what is the dimensional formula for angular velocity? T inverse 1. तो T inverse 1 by नीचे में T, तो क्या आंसर आएगा finally? It will have T inverse 2. ठीक है? बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ध्यान रखना, कंफ्यूज मत करना. सर रेडियन कहाँ गया? रेडियन इज यूनिट ऑफ एंगल एंड एंगल डज नॉट हैव एनी डायमेंशन. ओके, तो डरना मत. आगे बात करते हैं. Guys, click yes if you have understood these things. मैं आगे और सैचुरेट नहीं करना चाहता हूं आज के क्लास को. Guys, click yes if you have understood these things. समझ में आया सबको? Guys, come on, click yes if you have understood these things. Dimensional formula for angular displacement, angular velocity, angular acceleration. Guys, can you hear me? What has happened? Guys, am I audible to all of you? Okay, I think the screen got laptop disconnect हो गया था. It's okay. Guys, please click yes if you have understood these things. Thank you. बहुत बढ़िया, धन्यवाद. चलो तो आगे बढ़ते हैं हम लोग फिर. Now let us write a note here. What is that note? After deriving so many dimensional formula, can I say one thing we have derived, one thing we have concluded, that two different physical quantities can have same dimensional formula. Correct? Bacha, angular displacement. See, Chintana has asked about angular displacement. Dekho bacha, what is angular displacement? I told angular displacement is represented or is explained using angles. Okay? If you are, or if a particle is rotating in this circular path, okay? The particle was initially at this point, and if the particle has moved to this point along the circular path, So if I ask you what is the angular displacement this particle has undergone, so I'll say it has gone through an angular displacement of theta radian. So angular displacement is explained in terms of theta. Theta is an angle. Okay? How do you represent theta? Theta is nothing but length of arc divided by radius of the arc. Length is of arc is already length. Radius is also a length. So length by length क्या मिलेगा बच्चा? No dimension. That is why I have told angular displacement will not have any dimension. Okay बच्चा लोग समझ में आया क्या? It's raining heavily. I think. बताता हूँ कीर्तन, बताता हूँ. Don't worry. So after deriving so many dimensional formula, one thing that is clear to us is two physical quantities can have same dimension. तो इस चीज को थोड़ा हम लोग नोट कर लेंगे. And what is that? So if two physical quantities are having same dimensional formula, that doesn't mean they are same physical quantity. ठीक है, इसका कोई मीनिंग नहीं है कि they are what same physical quantity. They might be different physical quantity. मतलब क्या है देखो, angular velocity and frequency are the same physical quantity? No, they are not same physical quantity. Both of them are what completely different physical quantity. But yeah, these two have the same dimensional formula. Alright. Similarly, if you go to this, strain does not have any dimension. Angular displacement does not have any dimension. So are they same? No. Next, y, that means Young's modulus. Stress, Young's modulus and stress, they are having the same dimensional formula. But are they same physical quantity? No, they are not the same physical quantity. Similarly, pressure and stress, are the same physical quantity? No, they are not the same physical quantity. Similarly, आप आगे move करो, आप देखो इधर, this one, किधर गया? Momentum and impulse, both of them are different physical quantities. Still, they have the same dimensional formula. Torque and energy, torque का देखो, energy का देखो. Both of them are having the same dimensional formula, but are they the same physical quantity? No. तो इस चीज का थोड़ा ध्यान, they might be same physical quantity, they might not. तो इस चीज का थोड़ा ध्यान रखना. It does not say if two physical quantities are having the same dimensional formula, that doesn't mean they are the same physical quantity. इस चीज को थोड़ा ध्यान, ऑब्जेक्टिव में क्वेश्चन पूछता है. ओके, बहुत बढ़िया. Now let us move on to the next topic. Then let me give you this as an assignment. You derive it. ठीक है, you think about it. Ethan has a question, sir. Can two different physical quantities have same unit? Consider this as an assignment for each of you. Can two physical quantity have same unit? ठीक है, सोचना इसके बारे में. Now let us move on to next topic. That is principle of homogeneity of dimensions. क्या meaning है इसका? What is the meaning of this? I'm not going to answer that. कल बात करेंगे उसके बारे में. ठीक है, I'll give you some notes also. Don't worry about that. So principle of homogeneity. What is meaning of this principle of homogeneity? As the name suggests, homogeneous से कुछ लेना देना है. See, if you are writing A plus B is equal to C, or you are writing A minus B is equal to C. ठीक है? If you are writing A plus B is equal to C, or you can write A minus B is equal to C, or you can write minus A plus B is equal to C, or you can write minus A minus B by C. कुछ भी लिख सकते हो. So to avoid all those kind of statements, all those possibilities, let me write like this: plus minus A plus minus B is equal to some C. ठीक है? You have added them, subtracted them, कुछ नहीं. सिर्फ कुछ भी क्या होगा? Either you have added them or subtracted, and resultant is what? C. If you are having this relation, what does this mean? It means that A, B and C. If you are adding A and B are getting C, or if you are subtracting A from B and you are getting C, that means all three of them all three of them are having same dimensional formula. They are having same dimensional formula. क्यों बोला ऐसे? Why did I write this? Actually, this is the principle of homogeneity. This is the principle of homogeneity. If you are adding two physical quantity and you are getting some third, that means if this A and B and C, all of them must have the same dimensional formula. What is the basis of this? If I ask you to add 1 Newton, or let me ask you this, 1 Newton plus 1 meter per second, tell me what will be the answer? Tell me what will be the answer? 1 Newton plus 1 meter per second. What is the answer? बहुत आसान है. Tell me the answer, guys. Come on. 1 Newton plus 1 meter per second. What is the answer? I got one answer. ठीक है. बाकी लोग जल्दी से आंसर करो. Come on, guys. Please answer it fast. 1 Newton plus 1 meter per second. What is the answer? I have just given you simple addition here. Please add it and give the answer. Yes, correct. Sir, both of them are different physical quantity. How can you add them? Force को मैं velocity से कैसे add करूं? कोई meaning नहीं है उसका, right? So not defined or cannot be operated. Correct, guys? समझ में आ रहा है? Now if I give you 1 Newton plus 1 Newton is equal to, तो क्या आंसर करोगे? What will be the answer? 2 Newton. But if I give you, so you will write 2 Newton. Can I say when I have written here force, you have written force, then what is the final answer? Force only. Okay? Let me take one more example. If I give you 1 plus something is equal to 2 Newton, tell me what should I write here? I should write 1 Newton here. That means when I am adding this with some quantity and if you are getting 2 Newton, that means this second quantity must be a force, Newton only. So can I say I can add or subtract two similar physical quantities? I can add or subtract two similar physical quantities or two same physical quantities. You cannot add two different physical quantities. That doesn't mean anything. Or you cannot subtract a physical quantity from other physical quantity. That is not defined. That doesn't mean anything. That is what that has been expressed in this principle. Okay, hai? Principle of homogeneity of dimension. That means you can add two similar quantities or three similar quantities or multiple similar quantities. But if you want to add some different physical quantities together, that is not possible. Okay? So that is what have been written here. That if A plus B, if they have been added, that means A and B must be the same physical quantity. Or if you write it in dimension, what should I write? Both of them must have the same dimensions. Okay? And after adding these two, if you are getting C, what does that mean? That means C must be the same physical quantity. So if C is the same physical quantity, that means C will also have the same dimensional formula. समझ में आ रहा है? That is what it has been written here. ठीक है? इस चीज का ध्यान रखना. This is the most important topic of this chapter. This is the most important topic of this chapter. If you know this, if you know this theorem, if you know how to utilize it, there are very high chances that you'll get +4 mark from this chapter. Because most of the questions are being framed from this principle only. Most of the questions of dimensional analysis will be framed from this principle only. So please do remember this. Okay? If you're adding A plus B similar, all three of them must be the same physical quantity or having the same dimensional formula. समझ में आया? चलो इसका कुछ हम लोग application देखते हैं. So what are the application of dimensional analysis? I'll come to this again. Okay? Don't worry. So let's move on to application of dimensional analysis. Most of you were asking, sir, what we are going to get from dimensional analysis? There are so many things that we get from dimensional analysis. So there are three things that I'll be teach you here. Apart from that, there's some other things also that we used to get from dimensional analysis that I'll teach you at the last. But the three important है at your level that I'm going to teach you here. First is you can check the dimensional consistency of equation, whether the equation is dimensionally correct or not. If an equation is dimensionally incorrect, मतलब वो equation पूरा गलत है. ठीक है? If I'm writing force is equal to mass into velocity. Just tell me if I write F is equal to m into v. Tell me this equation is correct or not. I don't know whether this formula is correct or not, whether this force is equal to ma or not, whether this is second law or not. If I write F is equal to mv without knowing that what is this Newton's second law or what is the actual formula for F, that is F is equal to ma, can you say that this equation is wrong completely? Guys, let me know if you have any doubt. What I'm saying, if I don't know what is Newton's second law, I have not studied that, but I just know what is force and what is m, what is v. I just know the dimensional formula for these things. And if I write F is equal to mv, what will you say? Whether this is correct or incorrect? Whether this, I don't know what is correct answer, but I can say for sure that this is incorrect. Why incorrect? Reason बहुत simple है. F is having dimensional formulas ml t inverse 2. ठीक है? What is dimensional formula for force? ml t inverse 2. Now it should be, if I'm writing this, it should be equal to the dimensional formula for mv. Now write the dimensional formula for mv. M is what? Capital M. What is dimensional formula for v? L t inverse 1. Now tell me, do they have the same dimensional formula? Tell me bachalo. Force is having dimensional formula for mlt inverse 2. Here kya mila? mlt inverse 1 only. Can I say they are not having the same dimension, so they are not the same physical quantity? That means if you are talking about F, you cannot write F as m2. Got it, guys? So you can check whether an equation given to you is dimensionally consistent or not, whether that is correct or not. समझ में आया? So if you can say, okay, this is dimensionally incorrect, I can say for sure that this equation is not correct at all. ठीक है? समझ में आ रहा है बच्चा लोग? So this is one of the application. अच्छा, सर इसका खतरनाक एक यूज क्या है? इसका यूज है आपके जेई और नीट एग्जामिनेशन. In objective examinations, this property will be utilized a lot. आप आराम से मस्ती से यूज कर सकते हो. There will always be a chapter, there will always be a kind of question जो आपके लिए नया लगेगा every time. ठीक है? If some question will be given to you and if some 4 options are given, if you have to, let's say, find out the force and all, so few of the options will be eliminated just using this dimension analysis. कभी कभी एग्जाम में ऐसा होता है, हम लोगों ने सबने किया है. आपको शॉर्ट ट्रिक में ये बताया जाता है, लोग बताएंगे कि how to solve some questions in like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. So in few of the questions, options are given in such a way that you can eliminate 3 of them completely based on this term only. That since they are not dimensionally correct, so they cannot be the answer. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? Yeah, you have to know. Yes. Tarak Datta is asking, sir, then we should know dimensional formula for all the major quantities. Yes. You should know the dimensional formula for all the standard, all the popular physical quantities. और आपको रट्टा मारने की जरूरत नहीं है. Just remember the basic ones. Force, acceleration, power, energy, whatever I have written here, just remember those two. That is more than enough. If you have been asked other than that, वो relation दिया रहेगा. And in coming days, when you'll be taught PU1, PU2 पूरा, at the end of the class, at the end of the syllabus, you'll know dimensional formula for almost all the physical quantities. So you don't have to worry about that. सिर्फ standard याद रखो, बाकी सब अपने आप हो जाएगा. Okay? चलो, तो checking the dimensional consistency में क्या बोलते हैं? It will check, like you can check whether the equation is correct or not. But मुझे ये नहीं बताना था, समझ में आ गया? यहाँ पे एक objective question मुझे बताना है, वो क्या है? See, listen to the statement carefully. If I say an equation is dimensionally incorrect, what does it suggest? An equation is dimensionally incorrect. What does it suggest? Whether equation can be like maybe correct or maybe incorrect, or it is for sure incorrect. Question क्या समझ में आया सबको? क्या लिखा मैंने? If an equation is dimensionally incorrect or inconsistent, what does it suggest? I can say the equation must be wrong. Sure incorrect. Yes, Tarak Datta, Kirtan, correct. Yes, Viswa. Okay? No, we are not adding 2 different physical quantities. Okay? So if an equation is dimensionally inconsistent, I can say the equation is incorrect or inconsistent for sure. So this is the surety that you can put here. ठीक है, if dimensionally incorrect तो पक्का गलत है. अच्छा, what if I say if an equation is dimensionally consistent, what does it suggest? इससे क्या inference निकालोगे? What are the conclusions that you'll make from it? If an equation is dimensionally consistent, correct है, तो क्या बताओगे उसके बारे में? Will the equation be correct for sure, or there will be a question mark? There might be a doubt. Come on guys, जल्दी से आंसर करो. If an equation is dimensionally consistent, will the equation will be correct for sure, or there might be a doubt? There may be correct or incorrect. Yes, Kirtan. And apart from that, there's some other things also. Yes, correct. Okay, so most of you got it. See, if an equation is dimensionally consistent, then it doesn't mean that that equation is correct for sure. Dimensionally correct का मतलब ऐसा नहीं होता है कि वो पूरा का पूरा सही equation है. ठीक है? So, if an equation is dimensionally consistent, then equation may or may not be correct. ठीक है? It may or may not be correct. अच्छा, कुछ आप now you might ask me, sir, give me some example. I can give you force is equal to mass into velocity और ऐसा लिखता हूं मैं, mass into strain into velocity into frequency. What I have written? Force on a body. Let us say if you're having a body like this, I am saying force on this body will be equal to mass into strain into velocity into frequency. मैंने कुछ ऐसा एक इक्वेशन लिखा. Now tell me whether this is dimensionally correct or not. Can I say dimensional formula for this m is m? Epsilon has no any dimension because strain has no any dimension. Let velocity L T inverse 1, F T inverse 1. तो क्या मिला मुझे? MLT inverse 2. Force क्या मिलता है? MLT inverse 2. Can I say they are dimensionally correct? But is it dimensional? Is it actually a correct answer, or is it actually a correct equation? No, it is not correct equation. It is not an equation or relevant equation. Even it is not relevant also. Relevant नहीं है. Frequency epsilon क्या है? ठीक है? So can I say that if an equation is dimensionally consistent, then equation may or may not be correct. Correct भी हो सकता है. If I write this, F is equal to MA. तो देखो correct हुआ, दोनों तरफ सही है. Now this is correct equation, but what about this? This is not the correct equation. तो इस चीज को ध्यान रखना थोड़ा सा. Objective में these things, these two statements will be used frequently. So please remember these. चलो आगे बात करते हैं. अब थोड़ा सा बच्चों वाला काम करते हैं. Now tell me about first equation. S is equal to ut minus 1 by 3 at square. Tell me this is correct equation or incorrect equation? Dimensionally correct. अच्छा. If I ask you whether this is a correct equation or not, then what will be the answer? This is an incorrect equation because S is equal to ut plus half at square. This is what we have studied, right? Second equation of motion. But dimensionally क्या है बच्चा लोग? तो dimensionally this is correct. तो यहाँ पे check whether they are correct. क्या लिखेंगे यहाँ पे? I have to change the equation है. समझ में आया? So whether they are correct dimensionally. Now I can answer properly. So if the equation will be correct, I will use T. If the equation is dimensionally incorrect, I will use F. ठीक है? ये use करने वाला हूँ. So tell me, what about this? This is dimensionally correct or incorrect? So this is dimensionally correct. कैसा मिला sir? S is displacement. S क्या है बच्चा लोग? Displacement. And what is the dimensional formula for displacement? L. U is what? अच्छा, how many of you have studied this equation? Not this equation. ये वाला equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. How many of you have studied this? अरे सबने किया होगा यार. कौन ऐसा बच्चा होगा जिसने नहीं पढ़ा होगा? आपने पढ़ा होगा, graphical approach भी पढ़ा होगा. You must have drawn a graph also. You must have calculated this also. How do we get s equal to ut plus half h square, right? चलो, तो सब लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा. s क्या होता है? डिस्प्लेसमेंट. डिस्प्लेसमेंट will have a dimension of length. u is nothing but velocity, है ना? u क्या है? velocity और speed. तो क्या है? l t inverse 1 into t. तो t और t क्या हो जाएगा? t inverse 1 into t is what? t is 0. तो s is equal to l. This is also having dimension of length. What about this बच्चा? 1 by 3. What will be the dimensional formula for 1 by 3? No dimension. Tell me what about the dimensional formula for at square? A is having dimensional formula for L, t inverse 2. Dimensional formula for t square. T is nothing but the time. So t2. Can I say I'll get L into t0? कोई दिक्कत नहीं. L. So I have got this as L, this as L, this as L. So dimensionally correct or incorrect? It is dimensionally correct. So I'll say this is dimensionally correct equation. इधर लिखता हूं. Got it, guys? समझ में आया सबको? तो this is how you have to check whether they are dimensionally correct or not. Now tell me, what about this or this one? Whether this is dimensionally correct or not. V square divided by u square is equal to 2s. This is dimensionally correct or not? It will be pakka incorrect. Why it is incorrect? Sir, v is final velocity, u is initial velocity. So v by u का square, v by u, L t inverse 1 by L t inverse 1, L0 t0 का square is no dimension. So this is what? Dimensionless. This is what, bacha? This is dimensionless. What about this one? 2 into a into s. 2 is dimensionless. A कितना? Acceleration. L t inverse 2. S is displacement. तो L इसका dimension कितना है? This is having dimension of L2 t inverse 2. Now we have equated them. We have equated a quantity with which is having dimensional formula for L2 t inverse 2 with a dimensionless constant. You cannot do that. If you are equating these two, they must have the same dimensional formula. They are not having the same dimensional formula. So this is what? Dimensionally inconsistent or incorrect. So B is what? Incorrect. Guys, are you getting what I'm saying right now? कैसे चेक करेंगे? समझ में आ रहा है क्या? Now check third one, whether third is true or false. Third equation, whether third is correct or incorrect equation. F is equal to mv by t plus mg. Whether this is correct dimensionally, when I'm saying right now, dimensionally correct or not? Yes, it is dimensionally correct, right? कैसे बच्चा लोग देखो, m into a. V by t is what? L t inverse 2. V is L t inverse 1 divided by t. That gives us L t inverse 2 into m. So ml t inverse 2. This is ml t inverse 2. Again, m into g. G is what? Acceleration. M into L t inverse 2. So this is also ml t inverse 2. This is also ml t inverse 2. Force is also ml t inverse 2. So ml t inverse 2, ml t inverse 2, ml t inverse 2. You have added two physical quantities. You got the third one. And all of them are having the same dimensional formula. So this is what? Dimensionally correct. Fourth one. Come on, guys. Fourth one. Fourth one. जल्दी बताओ. Fourth, true. चलो. Now, as I have included few things here. क्या include किया है? Sin omega t. फिर देखो क्या include करूंगा मैं? E to the power this. Then I might have included log also. नहीं. So to explain you few things, let me teach you some extra things here. क्या लिखते हैं? देखो. क्या लिखना है समझना है? देखो ध्यान से देखो. All the trigonometric functions. All the trigonometric functions. Exponential functions. Exponential function. And logarithmic functions. Are dimensionless functions. ठीक है? Now you must be saying, sir, why? Reason बहुत simple है. When you're talking about trigonometric functions, write any trigonometry. How do you write that? Sine of an angle, right? Sine कुछ लिखते हैं 90 degree, 40 degree, 45 degree, 70 degree. An angle does not have any dimension, right? So if you write sine theta, तो है क्या बच्चा लोग? Theta is what? Dimensionless. So this pura sine theta will be dimensionless. Correct? Tan theta, cos theta, कुछ भी रखो. So all the trigonometric functions will be dimensionless. What about e to the power something? Since e is what? E is constant. E का वैल्यू क्या होता है? 2.728 ऐसा करके होता है. E is what? A dimensionless number. If you are having a dimensionless number, and ये x क्या है? उसका power. If I ask you to give me an answer for 2 to the power 3 meter per second, what will be the answer? Does it mean anything? 2 to the power 3 meter per second. What will be the answer? You cannot say anything. It doesn't mean anything, right? So if I'm going to write 2 to the power something, that means this must be only a number. So if I'm writing e to the power something, and if e is what? A constant, a dimensionless number, that means this pura must be a dimensionless number. This is also dimensionless number. उसका मीनिंग क्या है? That means x must be dimensionless number. क्लियर है बच्चा लोग? तो इस चीज का थोड़ा ध्यान देना है आपको. अच्छा, लॉग में क्या होता है बच्चा लोग? log x space e, और कुछ भी 10 भी रखो, कुछ भी पूरा का पूरा. When you find the answer क्या मिलता है? 1 2 3 ऐसा कुछ निकालते हो ना. So this is also what? A dimensionless number. What about then x? If you're having this as dimensionless number, then inside this also this x must be dimensionless number. ठीक है, इस चीज का थोड़ा ध्यान देना. So these are the 3 important functions that you have to remember, that they are not having any dimensions. Okay, chalo. Now use this thing and give me the answer for this value. Now you must have a doubt that what is this w kind of thing? This is not w, this is omega. ये क्या है बच्चा लोग? This is omega. So क्या पढ़ते हैं हम लोग? ओमेगा. W नहीं है वो. ओमेगा कैसे लिखते हैं? ऐसा. You can't write it properly. Sorry. ये ऐसे रहेगा, फिर ये जाएगा, फिर ऐसे आएगा. This is how we write omega. W तो ऐसा लिखते हैं ना हम लोग. So this is pronounced as omega. What is omega? Angular frequency or angular velocity. But in this case, this is angular frequency. ठीक है? Now tell me whether this equation is true or false dimensionally. Whether this equation is true or false. हाँ विकास ध्यान से. ये पूरा ऐसे है, ये ब्रैकेट में है. This is what in bracket. Otherwise कंडीशन खराब हो जाएगा. F by a sin omega t. Tell me बच्चा लोग. A is the area. A is the area. A is the area. Tell me this is correct or incorrect? D. Equation D. This is true or false? Correct. है ना? समझ में आ रहा सबको? mg force. Force per unit area pressure. F is force per unit area pressure. Sin no dimension. So pressures minus some pressure is pressure. Same physical quantity. So this is what? A true function. चलो बढ़िया. Now move on to fifth one. Fifth बताओ. Whether fifth is correct or incorrect. Y is equal to, y is a displacement. Y is a displacement. चलो बच्चों जल्दी बताओ. Y is displacement. Tell me why is this fifth one is correct or incorrect? Y is displacement. इसको नीचे लिखता हूं. टेल मी करेक्ट. ऋत्विका क्या प्रॉब्लम है डी में? आस्क मी स्पेसिफिकली. बोल बच्चा, ई करेक्ट और इनकरेक्ट? Yes, incorrect. Why? This is having displacement. But what about this? No dimension. है ना? This is having dimension of displacement, but right side is having no dimension. So this is what? False. क्या दिक्कत है यार जिसमें? यार तो आसान है. mg क्या होता है ऋत्विका? What is mg? m into g, force. What is area? तो force by area is pressure. ठीक है? F force, A area, force by area, pressure. What is this? No dimension. अभी पढ़ा है. All trigonometric functions will be dimensionless. The sign of this is what? Dimensionless. So this is pressure, this is pressure, this is pressure. All of them are same physical quantity. So some pressure minus some pressure will be some pressure. No problem. All of them are having the same physical, same dimensional formula. That is why D is what? Correct. चलो बताओ F. What about this one? Now tell me whether this is correct or not. Sixth one, sixth equation. This is correct or incorrect? F is equal to now 100 Newton. मैंने लिखा है, right? 100 Newton into sine of omega t plus pi by. This is correct or incorrect? Now this is correct. See, if I erase this part, then whether this is correct or incorrect? Now this is incorrect. But if I write this 100 Newton, then this is correct. Because if I write this 100 Newton, that means this is the value which is having a unit of force. मतलब यहाँ पे एक force है हमारे पास. So I am equating force with some force into some dimensionless quantity. Because sine of omega t plus pi by 2 is dimensionless quantity. Trigonometric function. This is called as an argument. इसको क्या पढ़ते हैं बच्चा लोग? Argument. तो sine of any argument, कुछ भी करो. तो पूरा ये this is what? A dimensionless quantity. This is a force. So I am equating the force with force. So this is what? Correct. Now tell me G. Correct है, incorrect है? Come on guys, everybody. Option question G. Seventh question. Tell me whether seventh question is correct or incorrect. Dimensionally, not equation, but dimensionally this is correct or incorrect. अच्छा, what is rho? How many of you don't know what is rho? Rho is the density. Density. Rho क्या है बच्चा लोग? Rho is nothing but density. And what is density? Density is nothing but mass per unit volume. What is density? Mass per unit volume. A क्या है? Area. What is V here? What is V? See, whenever I'm writing V as a capital V, that means volume. जब मैं ऐसे capital V लिखूंगा मतलब volume. If I write like this, that means velocity. So this is the volume. Tell me, this is correct or incorrect, बच्चा लोग? G. Can I say this is completely incorrect? पक्का गलत है. ठीक है? So G is what? An incorrect equation. What about H? What about H? Come on guys. What about H? H is correct or incorrect? What is Y? जो मैंने बोला था, Y is also what? Distance or displacement. H is what? Correct. How? Reason क्या है देखो? Y is a distance or displacement. So length. The dimensional formula for Y will be length. A naught के बारे में लिखा, this is the maximum distance. That means A naught will have a dimensional formula for length. What is e to the power minus beta t? No dimension. What is e to the power minus beta t? No dimension. Why no dimension? Because exponential functions does not have any dimension. What about sine omega t? No dimension. So what is the dimension? What is the dimensional formula for right hand side? That is nothing but the dimension of length. What is the dimensional formula for left hand side? That is nothing but the dimension of length. So both the sides are having the dimension of length. So this is dimensionally correct. This is dimensionally correct. Got it, guys? चलो last question आज का. P is equal to f v square divided by pi square t square by x. T square into x. V क्या है बच्चा लोग? As I told you, if I'm writing small v like this, then this means the velocity. इसका meaning क्या है? That means I'm talking about velocity. X क्या है? Displacement or some distance, कुछ भी रहे. T is the time. You know what is f. Tell me whether the last equation is dimensionally correct or incorrect. Yeah, P is pressure. Kirtan, correct. P is pressure. Here P is what? Pressure. Tell me whether this is dimensionally correct or incorrect. Everybody has to do it. Please do it. Come on, guys. I have got only few answers. विश्वा का आंसर आया है, बसवेश का आंसर आया है. बाकी लोग जल्दी आंसर करो. ऋत्विका has answered. Yash. Come on, guys. Just find out the dimension of left hand side and the dimension of right hand side. You'll get the answer. Sakshi, Daksh, Arpita. अर्पिता, आर यू फ्रॉम हुबली? श्रीनिवास का आंसर आया है, विकास का आंसर आया है. झांसी का आंसर आया है, वेरी गुड. तेजस्विनी हैज आंसर्ड. चलो देखो कैसे सॉल्व करना है, आराम से निकाल लो डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला. ओके ठीक है. सो प्रेशर का डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला क्या होता है बच्चा लोग? एम एल इनवर्स 1 टी इनवर्स 2. करेक्ट? M L inverse 1 T inverse 2. Force by area, है ना? अच्छा, राइट हैंड साइड देखते हैं. फोर्स M L2 T inverse 2. वेलोसिटी L T inverse 1 स्क्वायर है तो L2 T inverse 2 divided by pi is a number, right? Does not have any dimension. T square T square. X तो L. Now solve it. एक से एक जाएगा इधर, ठीक है? तो अभी से देख लो m into L3. T तो छोड़ ही दो, -6. Right hand side is having a dimension of ML3 T inverse 6. Left hand side is having a dimension of ML inverse 1 T inverse 2. करेक्ट है या इनकरेक्ट है? Completely incorrect. This is what a false statement, false equation. ठीक है? Yes, Atharva. Okay, yes. Sorry. This is what ML. Correct. So I'm going to get ML2. ठीक है, no problem. ML2 T inverse -6. ठीक है? Still this is not dimensionally consistent. So last equation is what? Incorrect equation. Dimensionally incorrect, that means पक्का equation is incorrect. If dimensionally correct, it might or might not be correct. ठीक है? समझ में आया बच्चों? चलो आज के लिए बस इतना ही. So as you might have seen, one module has been uploaded on the Drive link. Now you can attempt few of the numericals from that module. ठीक है? चलो बच्चा लोग जल्दी से आज के लिए इतना ही. तो आप आज जाके या फिर if you have already downloaded the module, it's good. Start attempting those questions. Okay? अरे रुक रे विकास, रुक जा, अभी क्लास खत्म नहीं हुआ है. Come on guys. Do you have any doubt in this part till this point? Do you have any doubt till this point? No sir. ठीक है. So thank you guys. Thank you for attending the class. If you have any doubt, you can stay here for a while. I'll be here for 5 to 10 minutes. So if you have any doubt, please stay here and ask me the doubt. I'll try to clear your doubts. So thank you for attending the class. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy. Bye bye guys. Take care. Have a nice day.